USA.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile.
Sonic boom.
It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Takes a trip. Player 2 can't afford to do this super art connect in a dire situation. They can't afford to KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Sonic boom! Looking for a chance. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Checks him with the boom. Flicks out the blade to creep up. Doing some quick planning? Sonic Blade's a fish for a reaction. Throws a fireball. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Gotta be careful not. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. Big difference in life and super. In there! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
United Kingdom.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Starts with a jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 chases them down, gets the jump in, throws them to negate the block. Nice cross-up. Knockdown. Ends with a projectile. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Spending that drive gauge. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Jumps? Neither of them willing to back off here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Does a good job escaping the corner. Medium kick hits. They're going for the super art. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Jumps in. Not much life difference. Sauce going on the offensive? Ooh, does them dirty. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still flatline them. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
China.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the surprise rush in. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Are they trying to beat out the jump? Lots of aggression from both sides.
You need training.
Throws him down. Knockdown. Shoots off a fireball up close. Did this super art connect? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive gets him. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Jump? Gets the jump in. Creates an opening with a low heavy? Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Jumps in. There's a change of sides. Player 1 will look to apply the kick hits. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.
Nice shot.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Let us begin. And on a round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump in finds the mark.
I present you. Now it's up.
Throws him down. What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they grip each other on the edge? All right. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Starting to sweat a bit.
Now look up. Step aside.
From up above. Three glove. This is gonna be bad news. Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Player 1 pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Jumps? Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Throwing some shade. With overhead. Burns out. Crowns him from above. That's the Chernobyl rip. What's next? Betting it all on the drive well.
Shin!
This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Lifeline zone.
You bastard!
Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
China.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. What are they thinking here? Player 2 chases them down. Sticks the combo. With the life gap opening up, they need to leave. Did this Super Art connect? Uses the parry. The comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? This is the range where things get fires off the Shinkru Hadouken. Going in, they just went for it with that super. This may pay. Oh. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Goes with the safe stuff with that target. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Ooh, what a smart throw. Going in? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. A real test of nerves here. They got a big deny. Keep cool and lock them out. What now? Oh, yo! Lock flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Stark anti-air in the clutch. Excellent read. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Jamie's tuning up the band. Time for some fun. A parry? Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side flip. Player 1, this can lead to some big damage. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? What now? Sees the overhead coming, crowns them from above. Yo, how did they anticipate that jump in? I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.